Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing what my makeup should look like being the age I am, based on what Pinterest tells me. So what I'm doing is just writing in my age and makeup and seeing what comes up, and that's what we're going to be looking like. Let's get right into it. And also keep watching if you want to find out my age. Hey guys, so let's look at what Pinterest suggested for me. So when I write in 20, so I go on the app. So all I need to write in is my age, 28, and then makeup. So 28. Okay, so when I write that in, this is what comes up. So I think what I'm going to start with is I'm going to go with, I like this. This is cute. And then this, another one I'm going to choose, which is just below, is this one. So these two, I'm going to take 2 screenshots. And this one. And both seem to be showing quite a full face, which is what I wanted, which is why I kind of picked those two. And they've got like full set, like full eyelashes, like dark eyeliner, very neutral on the top, and they both have actually quite a bit of highlighter on, so I need to put some of that on, and a nude lip. So let's go with that. So let's dig right in. So this is apparently how I should be doing my makeup as a 28-year-old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the eyebrows. So they are giving more that block eyebrow, and the other picture same, but like less on the front. So let's get the eyebrow gel first and do that. So I'm gonna go in with the Brow Settler by Benefit, and I'm using this mirror from Kylie. I found out who has taken my mirror. It's my sister. My sister's on YouTube now. I'll put her link down below. And she had my mirror in the video, the snake, and she knew she had it because she specifically referenced that I was gonna complain, and I did. I wrote in the comments a complaint because I was asking for it last week, and like I've really struggled. So now I'm going to buy a new one because I mean it cost me more to go down to Northampton to get it, which is where my family's from. So I'm going to order it today, and then I won't be struggling anymore. So eyebrows have been gelled. I'm also going to prep my skin. I'm going to prep my skin while we're waiting for the gel to dry. I'm going to use the Tati Maracuja oil and YSL primer just to matte things a little bit as well, because I'm having some issues. The reason I want to use the oil, it makes my skin a bit more tacky, and I'm having issues with my makeup settling around my mouth. So I'm just trying something a bit different. Going in with the oil first. So I'm just going to pat that in around the face. All it is a dabbing. You're just trying to dab it into the skin. You don't want to be like wiping it. That's not how we want to do it. We just want to dab it in, just give it some help to absorb into the skin. In my area there's loads of those, I think it's called Waymo or something like that, those electric taxi cars. They're everywhere. I think they're testing them about though, because I keep seeing people actually driving those cars. They're not on their own. And then now I'm going to go in with the Yves Saint Laurent primer. So this is a neutral but also matting primer, and it has quite a lot of sparkles. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a few sparkles in there as well. I'm just going to put that on my smile lines, a bit on my nose, and maybe a bit on my forehead, just places where there's going to be shine, just to mute it back down. It also does smoothing as well. And my skin is prepped. Right, so it's been a while since I've used this, but I'm going in with the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And to help with the application, I'm going to put it in the lid. You can see I always do that. It's literally so messy in there. Just put that on the eyebrows. So I'm going to do the end first, so just to make sure that's deep. And then towards the front, I'm just going to start with doing a line on the bottom. And then I'm going to just bring the brush up. I'm going to drag it up. And with a bit of a lighter hand, just bring it in. Now I'm going to do the other brow. Guys, the brows are not my strong point. So I'm just rocking the block brows. They look currently more like cousins than sisters, or even twins. It'll sort itself out, it always does. Nexty. We're gonna carve out the eyebrows, because in those pictures, the eyebrows were perfect. I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way foundation in the shade Mahogany. I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand. It comes out. Really? Doesn't look like it's, look. Doesn't look like it's gone. Let's take the lid off. Time for a new one. And with that, I'm just gonna carve out the top of my eyebrows. Underneath my eyebrows, I'm going to use this Airbrush Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Tan. So we want to carve that. And then same on the other eye. Okay, so the eyebrows are all carved out. So let's go to foundations. They're both pretty full coverage, and we're going to mix that with a little bit of Fenty Beauty in the shade 24. This is the blurring skin tint, and the Maybelline is in the shade 356. So I'm gonna mix that in with my finger. The only reason I did that is because it's getting darker outside, it's getting more summery. I need the shade to be on the darker side. And I'm gonna blend that in with a foundation brush. Really random, but I've been watching the World Cup. No, I've not been watching the World Cup. I've been watching the World Cup through TikTok. And it's making me really emotional. Especially with like the Cape Verde story and everything. I'm like, I'm crying. I'm crying over a country I've not even watched or have any connection to. But it's making me really emotional, like the whole thing. And they got checked out by Argentina, I saw this today. But Argentina only won by 1-0, and that was with extra time. So at 90 minutes, they were drawing with Cape Verde. Crazy, right? It's their first World Cup. I saw somewhere, and I heard somewhere, that when they were trying to find a team for the World Cup, they were looking through LinkedIn. Crazy, right? But it's definitely like a step in the right direction for Cape Verde, because they're gonna have a massive amount of people wanting to play in the next World Cup. Well done, Cape Verde. Their goalie was really good, and then I saw there was a guy, I think his name was, it began with a C. I can't remember his name. But he scored a goal, and it literally went, it literally like turned. It was such a good, like, it was literally like he was on the very edge of the box. I don't know what the box is called, but the box, there's a box, and then there's I think there might be another box or something further in, and then there's the goal. So he was like on the outside box, and then he like kicked the ball, and it went, it like swerved in, and it went in the top corner. It like curved. It was well good. Even though they're not in it anymore, Argentina, who's meant to be the best team, won by 1 point with extra time. So they didn't win in the game. And they definitely thought they were just going to thrash them so easily. All of their lives are going to change. Like, they're going to change anyway. So there's nothing, they didn't lose anything. Right. I like how that kind of turned out. I think we're looking pretty opaque. So now we're going to go in with a bit of bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Tan. I can't open it, guys, out of the tissue because it's like, it's all mucky. It's all mucky, so it's all slippery when I try and open it. Oops. Guys, the only thing I don't like about this contour shade is that, not even shade, like this contour in general, is it's just a bit uncontrollable sometimes. I was just squeezing it, nothing was coming out, and then I squeezed it, and then too much came out, and now I've lost a bit of control, and now it's all like soaking wet. It is wasting product because it's going to go all around the edges in here, and then it's not going to go on my face, and I can feel it's running out. It's got a lot of air in it. That's just my feedback, Charlotte Tilbs. I love the shade, I love the formula. It's just this situation with the squeeziness is just not my favourite situation. Here we go. Right, I'm just gonna rub that in. But yeah, I'm just saying, that game, when I was watching like the playbacks, I was like, this is emotional. I was crying. I was crying. Without even like, there was nobody even talking about it at the time. I just saw like a BBC like showing the goal and stuff, and I was like crying. I was like, excuse me. Let's use the concealer again. But we're going to go around the eyes and around the mouth. I'm going to do it the way Alabama Barker does it. I'm just going to do it that way because I haven't done it that way in a while, and I quite liked the technique. And I'm kind of looking for that full-faced, flawless look. So let's go like that because I want really full coverage. Now I'm going to go up my nose with a little dot on the bottom and up. And then a little bit on the forehead. I'm going to spray a bit of that Fix Matte setting spray on it. And just let it dry for a bit while I go with my beauty blender. The way you walk, the way you understand me. I'll just take another look. Look how flawless that is. So I want to go for that same kind of look. All highlighted it in the right areas. And not too blushery either. It's a bit more on the orangey tone. I'm going to get my orange blush, but I'll get that when we get to that part. Let's put a song on while we wait. Okay, that's enough. I just, you know, you just sometimes just need that. You know, I love a bit of house. I love a bit of ravey vibes, okay? So, and it's a really nice day today. It's not too hot, so I feel like it's giving me... Oh, Let's go to Ibiza. But guess who's not going? Let's get out here. I'm not going to Ibiza. I went in like, what did I say? I think I said last time I went in 2022. I did. I went in 2022. It's 2026. 4 years ago. I need to go again. Right, let's blend this in. We're going to go on the eyelids as well as we're doing it. So. Up the nose, I'm just patting back and forward, and then on the forehead, because I want to ensure it is definitely completely highlighted. I'm not going in with the bottom of my beauty blender like I usually do, which mixes with foundation to make it a bit more darker and manageable. I just want it to be bright, so we're going in with the side of the beauty blender, which is packed with concealer. Just gonna go back in with that bronzer brush just to blend it in a bit more at the top. Now, with the same beauty blender, we're gonna get the setting powder, and I'm gonna put that at the top here. Oops, Wayne, it's fine. So this is banana powder by Fenty, my favorite setting powder. Once you find a setting powder you love, you don't need another one, honestly. So I'm just gonna pat that in. So we've got it on here. And I'm just gonna go under my eye with that and just pat it right in. And you're just gonna pat it in until it's seamless, guys. And around my mouth. Honestly, look, the makeup is like day and night that is sitting around my mouth right now. Because every time I start doing things, it just comes right off. But since I put that oil on, I think it made it way more tacky around there. Right, now on my nose. Before we close up on the setting powder, I'm just going to get a bit of that. And then put it on my actual eyebrows just to lighten them. They just look a bit more, I don't know if the right word's natural, but more like fitted in. Just this one's like black and this one's like cute. Okay. I look better in here than I look on my phone. I'm recording on both and I look a bit crazy on the phone, but I look actually okay in this camera. I'm just going to go with this. This is a new MAC powder. It's the exact same one I usually use. Oh, they've changed their packaging. It's the exact same one I use. Look at that. That's cute. I love that. Okay, let's open you. Oh my god, look at the hat. Oh my god, and they've got, it's not white anymore, it's black. So let's go in with that. Lovely. Have a drink. Now for bronzer. So I'm going to do the Too Faced bronzer. As the contour looked a bit more cooler, which they had on, it looked a bit more, like it was giving like cheeks, like a bit more shallow in the cheeks. So I'm going in with a more muted than my usual Fenty, which is a bit more warmer than this. I cannot wait to get my nails done. It's been like a month now. And I always have my nails done. I just haven't got them done because they kept breaking every second. So it was a waste of money every time I got them. So I think they just needed a break because I haven't had a break for years. But now I've given it to them. So now they've had their recovery time on for another 5 years. So I want to go in with a little bit of highlight. This is the MAC highlight. I've had this for years and years and years. It doesn't smell, it's not gone off. I've had it for probably 10 years now. So I'm going to just dip into that, and put a little bit on my nose, and then up my nose. Not up my nose, but up my nose. Just using this small brush. Don't know if that made any difference to me. I don't know if you can see anything. Maybe it's not as glowy as it used to be. Maybe that's what's changed. I think it's the brush. There we go. You can see it now. Yeah, it was the brush. The brush wasn't giving. I used my actual highlighter brush. And both are giving like orange toned on the outer cheek, nothing on the inside or on the nose, which sometimes I like do, or most of the time. So I'm gonna do the exact same. So we're gonna concentrate for out here. So we're gonna go in with my MAC blusher, and there's no shade on it because I've had this blusher for 1,000 million, and I'm not even joking, over 10 years probably. I mean, you know, do you think these makeups probably have gone off? I don't know, but they don't smell and they work really well. So I don't know, I'm not going to get rid of it if I don't not like it. I'm going to concentrate on it out here. This is very pigmented as well, so we don't want to overdose it. I think that's good enough. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So it's just more on the outside. We're not putting it on the full apples of the cheeks or over the nose. And I'm loving it. It looks flawless and it feels flawless. I'm thinking, do I set it and then do my eyeshadow? I think I might set my face, like right now. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray, and I've got a fan here. Just ensure it's absorbed fast. And the eyeshadow is very bare minimum and neutral. Let's recreate that. I'm going to use my new favourite, Patrick Tar palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade Trademark. I'm just going to put that all over the lid so everything can blend nicely. So now I'm going to go in with this warm shade Classic, and I'm also going to blend that also with Essential, and then I'm just going to go in my crease with that. And then on the other eye. And then also to wing it as well. Front piece of my eye, I'm going to go in with Non-Negotiable shade, it's called, Non-Negotiable. And I'm going to put that on the lid. I'm just going to take another look at that picture again. Yeah, they've both got sparkle on the inner corner of the eye. So I'm going to use my P. Louise highlighter palette. So I'm going to go in with the goldest shade there. I think I want a little brighter than that though. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. So now on the other eye, I need to mix all these shades again. I'm not trying to be too clean with it either. I'm just literally spreading it. Right, so we're going to go in with the black eyeliner in the waterline, the same way they have. So my camera cut out, but just to let you in, I put on some Tati lashes. I think they're the 90s. I'm really sorry, I don't know which ones they are, but I put some Tati lashes on. I know they're Tati because they're the only lashes I have in my flat at the moment, but these lashes were specifically in my bathroom on the side. And they were clean, so I picked them up and put them on my face. I'm not sure what I've got on my face, but I've got some cute lashes on there. Kind of like come out like this, like they draw out. I've also put on some eyeliner in my waterline, which you would have seen me starting. No, it's a MAC eyeliner. It's a gel liner in black. I don't know what the shade is. And lastly, I went in with eyeliner to do a winged eyeliner, and I went all the way into the center of my eye to make a cat eye kind of look. That was with my Fenty eyeliner in the shade Cause I'm Black. It's a liquid eyeliner and it never fails me. So this is the eye look. So you just missed out on the eyeliner section. Lastly, we're going to do the lip together. We're trying to do a nude lip. One of them was just really nude and just gloss. I'll show you. One was literally just nude and glossy. Other one was more of a nude look. So I'm gonna do the nude. I'm not just gonna do plain gloss. I'm gonna go on the more nude side. I'm gonna go in with my brown Vive lip liner in the shade Tailored. Most lip liners are like this now, in this type of, I don't know what to call it, like type of material. But I just love, the thing about MAC is, one thing about their lip liners is just a pencil. Do you know what I mean? And I just love just a pencil. It's just so much easier and you use it like more solidly. Whereas they're always soft. They're always soft with these. And it's the same with most lip liners these days. I'm going to go in with this shade Kylie. So this Kylie lip liner, this is an old one because it's in black like you can see. It's just that same soft top. So I'm just going to go more in the middle with that. This is a pinky nude shade. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Rogue Rouge by Vive. It's a reddy, pinky shade. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner also, just on the inner edge. Finally, I'm going to go in with the shades from Vive again. So Vive sponsor me. The shade 90s and Vive. The shade 90s is a bit more muted. So let's go with that. Now I'm going to go in the shade Vive to brighten up in the middle. Want a little bit more of a darker look around the outside, so I'm going to go in with the Chestnut shade by MAC. I'm going to go in with my lip gloss by Pat McGrath. It's just a clear lip gloss. It's got sparkles in as well. And that is the final makeup look. I'm not sure how I feel about this lip. I think it looks okay, but I don't have a mirror. Just looking at my phone and looking at the screen on this camera. Let me look at it. Yeah, I do like it. So according to Pinterest, this is what I should be looking like. How did I do? If I go across, you got this one as well. I think this one, the lashes are a bit more fuller for sure. I didn't have that fuller lash, but I think I did quite a good job with this one as well. So, try to pull her face. Like, what is she doing? Like, I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job. If you enjoyed this video today, please like and subscribe and comment for any types of videos you'd like to see in the future. Hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.